Hello, here I have prepared weakness box. It's all about hitting weakness with Vamprizer and then outpace our opponent with Slowbro in the price race or set up a checkmate. This is just a rogue deck. We are not going to win against Dragapult or any deck that can take multi knockouts with Dusknoir and so on. On the other hand, we can change our deck based on our surrounding meta. And the changes I made from the last shared list is we cut at PGO because opponent can just easily take two prizes and we mostly lose because of it. I added Ralts Kirlia. I added Klinklang to help with starting the price race. Added DTE and Artazon and Trekking Shoes for consistency. This deck usually forces us to discard precious resources in the beginning of the game, so that's the main reason behind the third DTE. I'm keeping the prices face up, so it's visible for anyone to see, but mostly in the price check-in I just look at all the Pokemon, all the energies and the Defiance Band. So the price map is easy. And then with the next searches you can just take a look at and find how many Super Rods, how many Night Stretchers are there. Usually it's fine to start with Scyther or Poochyena because they can evolve and start attacking without needed to be reverse energy to be activated. So we can start to take pressure on our opponent. Here we have been lucky enough to have Reversal and Mightyena in the hand, so we can put damage on our opponent's side. And let's say we just play against a usual local deck, Raging Bolt, and they take every time just one prize card every turn. The dices near my active Pokemon is how much damage is on opponent's side, so we would keep in touch with that. And the dices on the left side on my prize cards are how many prizes are there left from my opponent. Now you can see the power of the Hyper Aroma in this deck. We just searched for 3 Kirlia, and in this turn we can see 8 new cards. Very important key of this deck is Gallade. His body catch ability helps us to find our missing pieces, if it is boss or if it is Defiance Band or Night Stretcher. And its attack can conserve energy, which is very useful. As you can see, I have discarded the Roseanne, so I can keep in my head to know that I need to get most of the use out of Defiance Band, because let's say we play against Raging Bolt and we can take one hit knockout on Tealmask Ogerpon for 210 HP, 210 damage. As you can see, now we are 4-4 or even on price trade. They just knock out our Gallade. We are once more behind. It's good for us because we are much more a responsive deck. And now you can see that we have probably 3 turns before our opponent can win, and we just have to establish a checkmate, which means, for example, that our Slowbro is ready to attack, and with other Pokemon we can also get last 2 prizes, because we are going to take another 2 prizes in 2 turns. We just dealt 180 damage with Luxray. I was not forcing it to 210 and boss out Tealmask Ogerpon, so we have that option in the end game. Scyther has 3 retreat cost, which helps a lot. So we are not forced to switch every turn. We still play 2 switches. and we draw a lot of cards with the deck, and we try to thin our deck as much as possible to not get Iono'd into bad hand, but we still need to keep our options open. Now, as you can see, I go for the checkmate scenario because opponent is ending the game in 2 knockouts in 2 turns. So we go Luxray, Slowbro, Gallade conserving energy, and taking 2 knockouts because there was 180 damage before dealt on opponent's side, and we used Counter Catcher to catch that Pokemon. Now our opponent can decide, because we have 2 options how to win, and they decided, for example, to catch the Luxray because we can go just for Arven to go for Defiance Band, or we can draw out of the last 13 cards in the deck some boss, for example. As you can see, 13 cards, and it's harder for us to draw into Reversal or DTE. So it was a right decision, but we still can make it. This is just an example how this deck works, and give it a try for yourself. Thanks to how popular is Golden Go and Archaludon, I would recommend to put Fire Package in it. Some Pokemon that can hit 300 for weakness on Fire weak Pokemon. And you can cut, for example, the third DT, Klinklang, or Trekking Shoes. And I would also consider to play Torton instead of Roseanne. So that's it, and thanks for watching.